The bottom-up approach is the key. Hello again, everybody. Learning a little more about time management each day is efficient. Keep it up, everyone. Today we will begin with an important topic, the concept of execution. It is also called action or executive force. Without execution, there is nothing. All the planning in the world is for naught without proper execution. In Japan, there is an old proverb: vision without action is a daydream, and action without vision is a nightmare. This is so important, I want to say it again. Vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare. We can only realize our expectations in life by combining the planning we have discussed to this point with execution. Now, when discussing execution, we have to mention goals. Actually, goals and execution are respectively the horizontal axis and vertical axis of our life. Only when they are integrated with each other can we realize the ideal life. Now, let me ask you something. Should we start with the task or target and break it down into smaller tasks? Or should we just start, spring ourselves into action, and improve as we go? In other words, should we take the top-down approach or the bottom-up approach? There are many studies and theories on this topic, and they all agree on one approach. Can you guess what it is? The answer is the bottom-up approach. In other words, we should first determine our personal goals and the long-term goals of the company or business we are in, and after these main goals have been established, we should focus on the execution of detailed plans. This is what studies and academic scholars and university courses have told me. I've been studying and practicing time management and the GTD method for 10 years. And over the years, I've been learning about and applying other ideas and concepts and incorporating them with the GTD method. My ability to manage my time so effectively comes from combining the teachings of several of the most accomplished time management masters in the world. And I've discovered for myself the vital secret. Indeed, the bottom-up approach should be used. I remember in Getting Things Done, number 1, David Allen mentioned that most people are continually trapped in daily affairs that are difficult to get out of. This prevents them from stepping back and assessing the overall situation. So David Allen's strategy of accomplishing tasks from the bottom up is key. We must start with matters directly in front of us and get them in control before gradually working our way up to more complex matters. Once we have done away with immediately pressing concerns, we can focus on the overall situation. It reminds me of a concept. A busy man and a poor man have one thing in common. The busy man's time is occupied with emergencies that need his constant attention. The poor man is always thinking about how he will earn the next dollar or how he will secure his next meal. Like the busy man, the poor man cannot look into the future because his immediate concerns have taken all of his time and energy. This is why so many of those that hear these lessons of writing in a diary and creating a plan fail. Why? Why is this? It's because our time has been stolen from us by the immediately pressing matters. We have no time set aside to plan our future. Imagine if you were wearing pants that are too large for your waist. You'd have to hold your pants up to prevent them from falling, and while you're doing this, you cannot look up to see where you're going. So then what do? Well, you must execute better. And where should you start executing? Although we all know we should focus on important but non-urgent matters, we are always restrained by emergencies. That's the reality of life. So today you must understand a critical idea. You must learn to use discipline to fully control your tasks. Whether these tasks are those that have been collected on paper, in an app, or in a calendar, or those that remain in our brain and yet to be collected. You must have the discipline to control all of these. And what method should we use to give us the discipline and focus we need to conquer these tasks without wavering from them? In other words, we must start in the moment, from the bottom, and work our way up. We must act. We must get things done. We cannot constantly shift our affairs from one place to the next. We must continually accomplish. We must execute. If you cannot execute consistently each and every day, you will be unable to participate in higher level thinking. So your ability to deal with emergencies, to deal with suddenly necessary tasks, is critical in your ability to move forward. You must understand the importance of the work that lies beyond your immediate tasks. If you can improve and master your ability to execute consistently and completely from the bottom up, you will be great. Now we need to talk about how to deal with emergencies. And we need to talk about how to do this from the bottom up. In today's lesson, you've learned that executing from the bottom up is just the beginning of effective execution. In our next lesson, we'll learn specifically how we can accomplish this. Well, that's all for this lesson. If you want to see the text version of this program, please follow our official WeChat time management group. In that group, original articles about time management will be published every day. I wish you all a productive day. See you tomorrow.